Let's do the fifth chapter, which is paper boats. The poet is Rabindranath Tagore. Day by day, I float my paper boats one by one down the running stream. What does this mean, children? The child tells us that every day he makes a paper boats and sets them afloat on a flowing stream. It shows his simple joy and imagination. In big black letters, I write my name on them and the name of the village where I live. This stanza means on each boat he writes his name and the name of his village. This means he wants whoever finds the boats, he know who is he and where he comes from. The third stanza is I hope that someone in some strange land will find them and know who I am. What does these lines mean is he dreams that a stranger far away in another land will discover his boat and learn about him. This shows his curiosity and desire to connect with the outside world or a wider world. I load my little boats with surely flowers from our garden and hope that these blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. What does these lines mean is he places surely flowers, small fragrant white flowers they are, into his boats as if he is sending gifts. He hopes that they will survive the whole journey and reach somewhere safely. It shows innocence and kindness. Then I launch my paper boat and look up in the sky and see the little clouds setting their white bulging sails. What does these lines mean is as he sets his boats afloat, he looks at the clouds. To his imagination, the clouds look like boats too, with their white round bulging shapes. The cloud seems like boat to him. I know not what playmate of mine in the sky sends them down the air to race with my boats. What does these lines mean is he imagines that he has a friend in the sky, an unseen companion, or maybe he is imagining of an angel who sends the clouds to float across the sky, racing alongside his paper boats in the water. He thinks that there is a angel who is sending a sky shaped boats, clouds he is sending to race with his boats. When night comes, I bury my face in my arms and dream that my paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. What does these stanza means is when night comes, the child goes to sleep, resting his head on his arms. In his dreams, he imagines his paper boats still sailing endlessly, shining under the stars in the dark sky. The last stanza is the fairies of sleep are sailing in them, and the lading is their baskets full of dreams. What does these stanza means is in his imaginations the boats are now carrying fairies, okay, and these fairies bring baskets filled with dreams as they are lading means cargo, it's a cargo or a good that is carried, so they are carrying dreams. And it shows how child's imagination transforms in transforms his little boats into magical vessels that travel through his dreams. The overall meaning of this poem is at night the child's paper boats continue their journey in his dreams, guided by the fairies of the sleep who carry dreams as their cargo. And this part of the poem connects the imagination of the child with his dream world, showing innocence and wonder and hope. Okay, so we end this poem over here. We will see the question answer in the next session. Do like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thank you.